Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Leg. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to my Saturday night shave on early Sunday morning. It is now 12:15 in the morning. So I guess 15 minutes after midnight. Saturday shave on Sunday. Space shave. Today's razor. I'll show you the whole razor in a minute. But this is the Sumatra razor. It's a rose gold cap. The cap is steel and the handle is Z-Mac and it's in gunmetal. As you can see, you can see the corners. It's got the 4 tabs on the corners to hold the blade in place. And as you can see, it's based on the 1966 Gillette Tech. Originally made, or still made, by Global Shave, which I would assume is a Chinese company. A second. Excuse me, 1 second here. See, very shiny, very good looking razor with 2 colors. So I crammed it in there with my brush to heat the blade up a little bit. And we're going to be using a brand new pain in the ass box Gillette Nacet. Haven't used those blades in a while. That razor, depending on where you buy it, anywhere from $9.99 to $14.99. Just depends on where you buy it. Swiss Shave has them on sale right now for I think $9.99. I don't know where they're located. You might be paying a crap ton in shipping as opposed to buying it for 12 to 13 bucks off of Amazon or eBay. So, soap today. My Pears soap, what I use for pre-shave. You can also shave with this stuff. It is a glycerin-based soap. Pears was originally made in England in the mid-1800s, I believe it was, as a soap for upper class folks, because the typical soaps back then were lye-based and they damaged skin. So this soap was made so it wouldn't damage people's skin. And the aftershave is Aqua Velva Musk, AVM. A little spray bottle. And for a brush today, we are going to use the PAA Solar Flare. 22 millimeter, or is it 24? That might be a 24. I don't think he makes a 22. We're just gonna lather the Pears up. This stuff may dissipate. But like I said, it's a glycerin based soap, so it's plenty slick. You can shave with it. Dip the tips in the water a little bit. There we go. Shake some water out of the razor. Sorry. Words are hard. But since it is based on the Gillette Tech, want to cut that back a little bit under my nose. I usually don't do this, but it's been bugging me lately. I've been getting some straight hairs that are like out of nowhere. All of a sudden, one pop up 2 inches freaking long, and it's shooting straight up my damn nostril. Just want to trim that back a little bit. Like I said, but since this is based on a tech, and techs are known to be mild, I decided to go a little bit better blade. Just to make sure we get a nice, good shave. I probably should have used it with the TRC aluminum razor I used last time, because that left me it left me a lot on the face. It was a good shave, and you really couldn't tell that there was some there, but you could feel it. If you went against the grains of the hair, you could feel them. Did a damn good job. I could stop right there if I really wanted to. Oops. Acting like a rookie, didn't know what I was doing. But I always do, don't I? I always bleed. Well, I had a couple emails with Chris from CD and BT, Chris in Vermont. He sent me that big box of stuff to send to David Gonzalez. And he said a couple of those razors in there were for me. He didn't specify that properly. I didn't know. He put it on himself. No big deal. I was kind of wondering, and I was going to reach out to him about it, but he sent me an email first after he saw the video. And he said a couple of those razors in there. He sent along for me, and I'm going to take it that he meant the single edge gems, because I can't see giving a single edge gem to a high school kid that's only ever used a cartridge razor. That might be a little intimidating for them. It's bad enough that switching them from a cartridge to a DE might give them the willies a little bit. And you throw a gem razor at them. Be like, what the hell's going on here? Notice I got my thumb underneath this. I did this one time with this soap. Now I got my little finger under it, and it flew out of my hand, slid across the floor, slid across the floor all the way to the base of my door behind me. I was like, okay, you want to be that way, because like that stuff, if your hand's wet and you're handling it, it's very, very slick, because it is a glycerin based soap. Mine's been open and exposed to air for a couple years now, probably. It has 0 scent, not even soap. There's just absolutely no scent to it anymore, which is fine. You just want to get a quick shave in, grab your glycerin soap, go to town. This is a nice little razor. It's light. It shaves just like a tech, as it should, because it's based on a tech. It's just basically, so I got that right there, caught it. It's a bleeder. Even with a tech, you can catch stuff like that. Let's see what we got. We got BBS up here. I want to catch right in here a little bit more. And right through here a little more. Okay. Mucho better. All good. Alright, this is my TRC razor, and this is the Sumatra, right? Sick copy with 66 Gillette. They're about the same weight. If anything, I'm going to say this is just like maybe a gram or a quarter of a gram heavier. I mean, it's not, there's really almost no difference. Here's a ball end tech. Same thing, same weight. So it's not very heavy at all. Soap in my mouth. Doesn't smell like soap. Like I said, it has no scent to it at all because mine's been out and exposed to air for a couple years. But guess what? It still tastes like soap. Gentleman John Allen block. Broken piece. Not even a tingle on the cheeks. I'm getting about a 1 on the neck, except for that spot's about 3. Yeah. Not even a tingle on the cheeks. Nothing. Just let it sit for a little bit, let it do its work. Everybody doing okay out there? Having good shaves, having a good time, gonna have a good weekend. It's half over already, but we just got done with a little bit of rain. Rain for a couple hours. Not that heavy, but it did rain pretty good. Just wasn't a typical big downpour. Had our typical lightning flashes, because this area of Florida is like lightning capital of the frickin' world, or something, or the country, something like that. It's crazy the amount of lightning we get here. Witch Hazel, Walgreens, El Cheapo stuff. Very good. Very smooth. Very, very good. Shaves just like a tack. And that's what it's based on. So that's what it should shave like. And it did. And it does. For the price, if you don't want to buy a Gillette tack, you don't want to get the antique for 25 bucks, you can get one of these for 10 to 14. Nivea Maximum Hydration Aftershave Balm. That much. And that's all there is to it, gentlemen. Quick shave. This is Walmart brand Equate. Their hand soap is a glycerin based soap. You can shave with this and get slickness because it's a glycerin. I've shaved with that. I did it on camera. It's a glycerin based. I'll do it again sometime. But it's a glycerin based soap. You can shave with it and get slickness and not have to worry. Good shave. Got myself on my little bump right there, but what can you do? It happens. I can't shave without bleeding anyway, so there you go. Alright, gentlemen, I appreciate you being here. I really do. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, I am doing the drive for David Gonzalez and his high school football team. He donates shave gear to his team every year after the season. And he teaches them how to use a double-edged razor. So if you'd like to help him out, because he funds this out of pocket, and I've got, if you guys remember, I did all those razors up to $15, $5, $10, $15 price brackets. I'm gonna give him most of those razors. A few of the 10 to 15s I'm gonna keep, but most of the other ones are going to him. I'm still labeling them. I'm going to give him a bunch of my samples. I got a couple other soaps I'm probably going to throw in the box. CD and VT, Chris, he gave me that big box. It had a bunch of razors in it and a few soaps. If you've got anything shave related that you want to donate to these high school gentlemen, young men, who he wants to get off the cartridges into regular wet shaving, vintage shaving, and you would like to donate it, I'll leave my email address in the description box. Hit me up. I'll send you my address. You can send this stuff to me. When I get a big box, I will do a video on it, show you everything I'm sending to him. I don't care how much it costs to ship it to him, $50, $60, $70. I don't care. I am trying to help this gentleman out and do a good thing for these young men. And if you'd like to participate, I would appreciate it, and I'm sure he would too. So, with that being said, don't forget I do have an affiliate link to the razor company. If you're going to buy from the razor company, please consider using that link. I do get a kickback. And when that account hits $25, I buy a $25 gift card to the razor company, give it back to you guys. You use the link. I don't. You put the money in, you get a chance to get some of that money back by getting a $25 gift card. Excuse me. So, please don't forget that. Don't forget the 4 channels I'll put in the description box. And the top one is a gentleman, I think he was at 90. I thought he was a little higher than that, but last I checked he was at like 90 subscribers. And he's been doing it for 3 years, but he used a lot of vintage stuff too. But his name's just not out there. He's got a good channel. He does good content. So let's give him some subs, give him some likes, boost his numbers a little bit, help the guy out. We're all struggling out here, right? So let's help the guy out, give him some love. He'll be the first one listed in the list of channels for you to check out. And I appreciate you doing that for me, and for all those people too. And with that, I will say thank you very much for being here. Have a good rest of your weekend. Take care. Be safe. Stay healthy. Enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there.